Okay, in this video we're going to look at how to work out lowest common multiple when you have three numbers rather than two. So one way to do this, as always, is just to list out the times tables. Now obviously these numbers are quite big, so you want to come up with a more efficient way to do this. Generally the way that you should approach it is to split this up into two parts. So you're going to find the lowest common multiple of 48 and 60. And once you find the answer to that, you're going to put that into a new lowest common multiple of your new answer, which is the LCM of 48 and 60 and then 45. And then you work out the lowest common multiple of that, and then you're going to get the lowest common multiple of all three. So let's do it. Let's work it out. So 48 and 60, let's work out the lowest common multiple. You can pick any two numbers to start with. So I've chosen these two, so I think they're quite well, they're even and they look straightforward. So we're going to divide by 2 first. So 48 divided by 2 is 24. 60 divided by 2 is 30. We're going to keep going. I'm going to divide both of these by 6. So 24 divided by 6 is 4. And 30 divided by 6 is 5. Remember, this is not product of primes, so we can use non-prime numbers here. So the LCM is 2 times 6 times 4 times 5. We stopped here because these are coprime. So this is now going to give us 12 times 20, so 12 times 2 times 10, which is 240. So the lowest common multiple of 48 and 60 is 240. Now we're going to use that number to work out the LCM of 240 and then the number we didn't use, which is 45. Okay, so we're going to divide both of these by 5, so 240 divided by 5 is going to give you 48. 45 divided by 5 is 9. We're going to see if 9 and 48 are they coprime. We can divide them by 3. Since 4 plus 8 is 12, that's in the 3 times table. So 48 divided by 3 is going to give you 16. And 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 and 16 are coprime. So we stop here. Now we're going to highlight, because of the LCM, it's the L shape here. So this is going to be 5 times 3 times 16 times 3. So we knew this is likely to be a big number. So 5 times 3 times 16 times 3 it's going to be 9 times 5 is 45 times 16, 720. That's the highest, that's the LCM of 48, 60, let's just tidy this up a bit. LCM of 48, 60 and 45 is 720. Okay, now there's 3 questions here for you to try. I'm going to work out the answers briefly. So pause the video, have a go first, and I'm going to work through these. I may do these in a slightly different order. I may pick different pairs of numbers, otherwise you should get the same answer. You may also do a different method. You might also use a listing method, and you might list all the factors, all the multiples, not factors, of these. You might be able to do some of these in your head. In the case of 3, 8 and 12, okay, pause the video if you need longer. I'm going to go through these. So for 3, 8 and 12, you can probably do this in your head. 12 times table, so you got 12, 24 and so on, but actually you spotted that 24 is in the 8 times tables and in the 3 times tables, so that's fine. You can just state 24 is the lowest common multiple. For this question here, again, use a bit of common sense in terms of your knowledge of numbers. 40, 80, 120, 160, and so on. Well, I can spot that this number is both in the 12 times tables and is divisible by 30, so it's in the 30 times tables as well. So the LCM here is going to be 120. Okay, the last one here, 20, 30, and 50. Well, we know, I think if you list the 50 times tables, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300. I think we have our winner because we can see 20 doesn't go into this, 30 doesn't go into this, 20 doesn't go into that, 30 doesn't go into that, 30 doesn't go, but 20 and 30 both go into 300. So 300 is our LCM. If you want to use the other method, I'm just going to show you the second example here, just using that method. We can do 12 and 30. We can divide both of them by 6 to get 2 and 5. These are coprime. So we stop here. So the lowest common multiple of 12 and 30 is 6 times 2 times 5, which is 6 times 10, which is 60. And then we're going to do 60 and 40. Lowest common multiple of 60 and 40. So you divide both of these by 10 to get 6 and 4. Divide both of these by 2 to get 3 and 2. These are coprime. So we're now going to work out what this multiplies to, which is 10 times 2 times 3 times 2. So that's 20 times 6. 20 times 6 is going to be 120. That's what we got last time. So there's a couple of ways to do this. Sometimes listing the numbers is just easy. You pick the biggest number and find the first one, which has the other two as factors. Okay, so true or false, pause the video, read these out, and then I'm going to go through these. Okay, 3, 2, 1. So the lowest common multiple of 6, 4, and 2 is 12. So let's list these out. 6, 12, 18, and so on. The 4 times table takes 4, 8, 12, and so on. And then the 2 times table is 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. So you can see in this case, yes, 12 is the first number that's common to all three. So that's true. You may have been able to do that one in your head, which is fine if you did that as well. But it's nice to show working out, especially if it's, for example, a test or just some practice. The lowest, second question, lowest common multiple of 10, 15, and 45 is 5. So lowest common multiple, when we talk about multiple, think of the mountain example here. So it's going to be a number that's equal to or bigger than 10, 15, and 45, specifically bigger than, equal to or bigger than 45. In this case, 5 is a factor. It's not a multiple, so this is false. Okay, the next video is going to have some exercises for you to practice.
Ha ha!